KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. Just a few short months ago, California Attorney General Rob Bonta filed 11 felony charges against Diana Turan, an assistant district attorney for Los Angeles County. The charges allege that Turan unlawfully accessed confidential computer data, including police officer files in 2018, and continued to use them after joining the DA's office in 2021. Ironically, Turan, who is now on administrative leave, oversaw the Public Integrity Division, responsible for handling high-profile cases of police misconduct and public corruption, including the charges brought against LA City Council member Karen Price last June. To be sure, the case against Price has raised plenty of eyebrows. Indeed, one noted legal scholar has said publicly, and I quote, "Everything about this prosecution reeks," close quote. Could AG Bonta, with aspirations to become California governor, be punishing Turan for her role in DA George Gascon's police accountability agenda to curry favor with police unions? Could DA Gascon be using the case against Price to showcase his tough stance on crime and political corruption as he vies to retain his seat as DA? Honestly, I have no idea, but here's what I know for sure. Karen Price has been elected and re-elected by thousands of voters, mostly black and brown, who stand to be further disenfranchised if this matter is not handled correctly, which is why it matters to us at KBLA Talk 1580. When the prosecutor is being prosecuted, it seems to me that at the very least, there ought to be a thorough, top-to-bottom, independent review of all cases under Diana Turan's purview to ensure that none of these cases have been tainted. Justice and fundamental fairness demand no less, if public trust truly matters. And I hope it does. For KBLA Talk 1580, I'm Tavis Smiley. We welcome your feedback.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nip.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah the Skeptical Witch. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Here on my channel I like to talk about skeptical witchcraft, the psychology of magic, and everything to do with religious studies, specifically pagan studies and witchcraft studies. Today I wanted to have a discussion about belief, and essentially about the belief in magic and why it is we believe the things that we do. In addition to that, I also wanted to touch on this idea of how it's actually possible to hold conflicting beliefs about something. So hold conflicting beliefs about the existence or reality of magic. And essentially what cognitive structures we have as human beings that not only allow for these conflicting beliefs, but sometimes encourage them. So as a skeptical witch, practicing skeptical witchcraft for me means that I do witchcraft without necessarily believing that my actions are going to have any tangible effect on external reality. I don't believe that, what I do.
Nah, I'm scared. Turn her off. I'm scared. I've had enough. Now, wait a minute. Hold on.
She sounds very conflicted.
She does. I got scared.
I mean, yeah.
I'm doing witchcraft, but I don't believe it'll have any effect on reality. Well,
I mean,
what
that's
you
a little
doing
bit
it for?
dangerous. That's a bit of denial. I'm sorry, Sarah. But and this conflicting beliefs, I mean, that means you can become a tornado. That means you could do a whole load of destruction and go, oh, hang on, that was me?
Yeah,
I mean, that goes
you.
into the schizo-psychotic side of things for me.
Yeah,
I'm not particularly... Look, bless her. I'm sure there's...
I was scared.
But
See, I'll say you ain't gotta say it. I'll
It's
say
dark.
it. I was scared. That was dark. That was
it was
very
dark.
Yeah,
It was scary.
Yeah, I'm cool. All right, Felicia from Los Angeles. We want to wrap up your read right now, Felicia.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm still here.
Yes. And where did you leave off?
Felicia, yes. So I was saying about when I started to look a little bit deeper with the card, that I felt some type of legal battle that had been going. And so I don't know if that means anything for you. And do you want to sort of confirm with that? Otherwise, yes.
No, yes, there was, but it's over with.
Right. So, okay, good. So what I see with that is in the center, that's good. You've given that confirmation. In the center of the card, I feel that this next phase for you is going to be it's going to be positive. I think that's the most important thing to take away. I feel that it's important for you, maybe because of the past, you felt like you had to hold back, you shouldn't speak up, that there is still concerns around that as you move forward in your life. If you surround yourself with the right people, you can totally be yourself. And you sort of like the idea of what this show here is about, being unapologetically progressive. I feel it's about being unapologetically yourself. You need to stop apologizing for that, because I feel like the whole first part of your life is always, it's not okay for you to be you. And the main message is you are great as you are, who you are. And if people don't like it, that's too bad.
Felicia, let me give you the voice of reason version of that. You Scorpio,
Okay.
You hold back because you scared of what you might say or do. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil right now.
No, I don't hold back. I don't hold back. I do me.
Okay.
Yes, I didn't hold back in that situation either. That situation got me in trouble because I didn't hold back.
Felicia, I'm scared now, like that video was playing. Felicia.
So moving forward, it is
but I
safe
want to
for
know
you.
about this fourth quarter.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
I
saying.
want to know. The 10 years, the chaos I was talking about was the chaos that's going on in America. And this is not the way the third quarter, the ending of the third quarter was planned.
Well, she did say moving forward is going to be a more peaceful movement for you.
Yes, very much so. Please focus on the positive with things. I feel that the more in tune you are with yourself, the more that you live from your heart, and you are a very, very heart-centered person, that things are going to go well for you. Overall, I don't see any negative there. In terms of the sort of the residual of the past, I would just say just you've got good energy, good times ahead. That's sort of the simplest. It's hard for me to get into all the, because we don't have time with that. But just, I feel positive overall. I do.
Felicia.
Well, hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray.
Felicia, guess what you just did, sugar?
I bought Los Angeles in the house.
LA is in the building. Whose city will be next? Hey.
Bright energy.
I
shine.
already know who it's going to be. Pensacola, Florida. Nzinga. What up, Nzinga? You got your question?
Well, no, I didn't have a question. I guess I'll do dealer's choice, because I really don't have a question. So if you want to pull a card for me, or
dealer's choice. You done came with a
a
game show kind of. She
Ooh.
said dealer's choice. She just wants to pull a
Ooh.
card. Yeah.
Zinga.
Yeah. Nzinga.
Hey.
Nzinga. How do I pronounce it?
Nzinga.
Nzinga.
But people call me yes, ma'am.
People call you what? Zing.
Zinga. Zing. Mm-hmm.
I like that. Zinga. Hey.
Zinga. Okay, let me
sorry.
see. Okay, well, I'm going to pick a card. Let me just go. Now, sometimes when I pick a card, part of the picking is the reading. And so I feel a lot of hesitation in terms of you're about to move into a new phase with things. Like, I feel like there's just like this next 3-6 months, I feel this hesitation. Like, I want to dive in, I want to pick a card, meaning I want to have you dive into things, or you want to dive into the next phase of things in your life, and I feel lots of hesitation. It's like, oh, so this is about you not trusting the process, not trusting your journey. And I feel that you are right in the right place at the right time. So if the question were to come up, oh, should I move? No. Should I go and make some type of bigger change? Not right now. I keep getting the message you're in the right place and it is the right time. And then it's like I get touchdown, and here I am on this card in the center of everything. You need to be, there's something with this as well. You need to be in the center of things. You need to put yourself in the center of situations. That is very important for you. And then with this, see, oh my gosh, I mean, this is so beautiful. This card is stunning. This is the heroine of fire. And so before, when you were playing the audios though, with the story, and the gentleman was sharing, or they were talking about feeling worthless and shutting up the feelings. And the answer that came to me with that was psychic change. And when I look at the heroine of fire, I feel like now is a very fruitful time for you. Now is a time for you to, every time an opportunity comes up, say yes. Now is not the time to say no. And just, this is just such beautiful energy. I mean, it's incredible. You've worked really hard to get to where you are. You've done a lot of work on yourself, and you are meant to be recognized, and you are meant to be seen. I feel that's very important. And then the experiences from your childhood, I just feel like it feels so mixed, because it feels bittersweet. And I just feel a lot of that from your past really makes you so much who you are today. Because I do feel, I feel that there are deeper esteem things that you went through as a child that very much impact how you have this magnificent energy today. So I just say, put yourself in the center of things. Don't hold back, and good things will happen. Really, really good things.
Thank you, Miss Joanna. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What she on point? What?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I know. And you're a Sagittarius, and your card was the fire heroine. Okay, it's cool. I mean, I know y'all. See, that's the thing. I'm listening to her break y'all. I knows y'all. So I'm over here going, whoa. Okay, Nzinga, guess what you just did?
I brought Pensacola in the building. Good night.
Pensacola, Florida is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We're going to Dallas, Texas. True Measy, True Monger, what are your thoughts, man? I know you got a question, right?
Actually, I would like to get a card pulled.
You was about to do what?
Because I would like to get a card pulled.
You want a card pulled. Okay.
A card.
Yeah.
Did you say Trumonger?
That's what we call him. He won't tell us his name is Dwayne or Charles. His name is Trumonger. We love him.
I love it. Oh, there's such a story with that. A card. I feel with this, I just want to, it's like as if Spirit says, part the waves. Part the waves. Trumonger is here. Trumonger is here. So it's like, I feel it's important now for you. It's a moving things aside gently. I feel that people trying to tell you what to do, what you should be doing, do not let anyone boss you around. Sometimes, because this is the strange thing, it feels contradictory, because I know you're very strong and very much your own person, but I'm trying to figure out who it is in your life that it gets a bit bossy with you. I mean, they mean well, but they're bossy. And now we've got Heroine of Earth. Oh my gosh, we're on a flow here with the heroines here.
And he's Capricorn.
Oh, okay.
Heroine of Earth. Okay, cool. The cards is carding right now. I'm sorry.
But I just feel like it's like you're in a phase right now where it's simple. What is the remedy? What is the spiritual solution that you can take practically? Clear your plate. Clear out things in your life where people sort of keep trying to pull you in different directions, and you need to get ultra focused right now, super focused. And when I say that because with this card, this is more around money, around work stuff. Zone in, really zone in, and I don't want you asking outside opinions, because some of the outside opinions you ask are not going to be helpful for you. If you're going to get any outside opinion, I would do it through data or through specific experts. That's like what I'm getting from this. Does any of that make sense?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, because that's how I've been feeling for quite a while. I try to get rid of those people who have been more of a distraction, trying to pull me in different directions, getting me to do things that I haven't been focused on. And a lot of my purpose has been focusing on self, focusing on health, focusing on the businesses I'm trying to get off the ground, and not having distractions around me. A lot of people who were close to me at some point didn't understand that.
That's right. So, yes.
I can only explain it so much. But if you didn't get it, you just didn't get it.
I feel from what you shared, pursue it, keep going, and that you will have more success with it. You will. Very much so.
In other words, don't stop, Truemonger.
Yes, don't. And if I felt otherwise, I would say it very politely. I would say, oh, you may not want to do that, or maybe you wouldn't. I don't feel that at all. I feel, clear those aside that don't understand. You know, and you can do this. You've got this.
Truemonger, was she on point?
Yes, he was.
Yes, sir. Guess what you just did, my brother?
This brought Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. What city will be next? Well, we got Flint, Michigan. We got Baltimore, Maryland. We got Miami, Florida. We on fire tonight when we come forward. More discussion on this topic. I really want to know, is religion, all of them, schizotypical or schizotypal? Magical thinking, whether it's Islam, Christianity, Judaism, is it magical thinking to take communion, drink the grape juice, and eat the cracker? When we come forward, more conversation.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 believes in community empowerment through the arts. Tia Chucha Central Cultural is on a mission to transform community in the Northeast San Fernando Valley and beyond through ancestral knowledge, the arts, literacy, and creative engagement. The Northeast San Fernando Valley has a population of about 500,000, the size of the city of Oakland, yet it has no bookstores, art galleries, or full-fledged cultural spaces until Tia Chucha's opened its doors in 2001. Founded by renowned poet and activist Luis Rodriguez, Tia Chucha's Cultural Center provides a year-round free or low-cost arts and literacy bilingual intergenerational programming in mural painting, music, dance, writing, visual arts, healing art sessions, and healing talking circles. Activities also include Mexica, Aztec dance, indigenous cosmology, philosophy, and 2 weekly open mic nights, one in Spanish, the other in English. In addition, they host author readings, film screenings, and art exhibits. To express yourself, heal yourself, attend an event, or volunteer, please visit www.tiachucha.org. That's TIACHUCHA.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go.
The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
City pretty, no I'm shining dog. Riding with a couple Latin bras and a China dog. Hey, you know how we ball. Right in the shiny car. Walk in the designer mall. Like everything we saw. You know about me, dog. Don't talk about me, dog. And if you doubt me, dog, you better out me, dog. Don't throw those slightly, bro.
Imhotep. Ankh Uja Senebneb. I'm Mfundishi Jehutimas Ka in Haru. And welcome. It is time for us to go deep. We're living at a times where information is extremely important. And so what you don't know could hurt you. What you don't know could shorten your life tremendously. What you don't know could keep you in a state of enslavement. And that's the state we happen to be in now. Our minds have been enslaved. The chains are off our arms and hands and legs, but our oppressor has wrapped it around our mind and binded us. I saw a cartoon once where somebody had joined the church and the pastor opened up his head and took his brain out and said, "You won't be needing this." That is what has happened to us right now. I want to talk about symptomatic thought versus symbolic thought based upon how we're being oppressed today. How does our oppressor use the information that we created, even against us? And everything they do is based upon symbolic thought, but they've convinced us that symbolic thought is where it's at. They've convinced us that symbolic thought is the highest level of the human domain. Because most animals don't use symbols. Most animals are only operating from symptomatic thinking. It is what it is. That's a tree. It's not the tree of life. It's the tree. In fact, it's a fig tree. I'm getting ready to have some figs. Okay? And that's it. Okay? So with symbolic thought, symbolic will take you someplace else. And it depends on who's the creator that created the symbol on how real it is. Right now, we got a spookism God, a God in the sky that you're praying to. Like, he's up there listening to everybody on the planet. No, there is nobody up there looking at that, especially a white boy with a beard and some long hair. That is not happening. Okay, that's symbolic. But in your mind, how can somebody take your divinity and then give you somebody else that don't look like you and tell you that's not?
So guess what? My gambit has been revealed. So guess what? Listen, there's such a thing as a spiritual government. But when we look up the word government, it actually, from its etymological root, means limiter. If you have a governor on the throttle of your car, it can only go so fast because a governor will limit how fast the car can go, right? So when we talk about spiritual government, this takes us back to psychology. Psychology means the study of the soul, but actually psychologists don't study the soul because for their perspective, using the scientific method, I don't have direct access to your experience, i.e. your soul. So psychology has now become about your mind state, your mental state, and your subsequent behaviors. So it doesn't really deal with soul, it deals more with mind and behavior. Now, let's go even deeper. I told you in the beginning of the show, all of our sciences are born out of ancient spiritual practices. Okay, so he said most of us are trapped in symbolic thinking, but not this substantive space, right? Where you can actually touch the concept that you're reading about or that is being described. Take your King James version of the Bible. King James, 1611 AD, translated the first Bible in English. Why? So he could bind the commoners to a concept. The word religion means to bind. I'm going to bind you up. Where did he translate it from? He translated it from the Greek and the Latin. The Latin was called the Vulgate. The Latin Bible, the Vulgate Bible. Vulgate comes from the Latin word vulgus, which gives us our English word vulgar, which means commoner, someone who is not of the cloth. So we had to dumb down the spirituality, the esoterics in the Bible. We had to dumb it down so the commoner could consume it. Why would I give you the power that Jesus was trying to give you in the Bible? What they say, Jesus is about to be stoned. John chapter 10. He's about to be stoned. Jesus said, "Hey, hold on. Why are you trying to stone me?" They said, "Because you say you're the Son of God." He said, "Many great works I have done, but why would you try to stone me?" He said, "Because you say you're God." He says, "Well, wait a minute. Isn't that written in your law?" Psalms chapter 82, verse 6, "And I have said, ye are gods." But again, now psychology comes back and says, no, this is schizotypical. This magical thinking, prayer is magical thinking. Yes?
The question, I love everything that you just said. I resonate. I was in it. He said, who created the symbol?
Boom.
Who did create the symbol?
Come on.
And then the whole thing about the old white man with the white beard, that was, having grown up going to Church of England Christian schools, that was exactly what was, without me knowing it from a young age, taught to me. That was what God looked like. But that wasn't my experience of God.
Hey, don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell no truths about you. When we come forward, the phone lines will crack yet again.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is responding to suggestions that the culture of the New York Fire Department is driving out its first female commissioner after less than 2 years on the job. While fielding questions from the media, Adams, who is black, was asked if Laura Kavanaugh hasn't received the support she needs. He says to ask that without asking the same of men when they leave his administration is sexist. Adams also praised Kavanaugh for shaking up the department, which has seen an increase in female members since she came on. South Carolina Senator Tim Scott says it's a miracle Donald Trump survived an assassination attempt on Saturday. While addressing the crowd at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Scott, who was black, said a, quote, devil came to Pennsylvania holding a rifle, but an American lion got back on his feet, end quote. Scott also railed against President Biden, claiming Biden is asleep at the wheel. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Gear up for a bonfire with deals on s'more supplies from your local Amazon Fresh grocery store. Save 30% on graham crackers, jet puffed marshmallows, and Hershey's and Reese's chocolate while supplies last. Get more summer to savor at your local Amazon Fresh grocery store. Find a store near you or shop online.
All I need is one mic.
With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Tavis Smiley. Just a few short months ago, California Attorney General Rob Bonta filed 11 felony charges against Diana Turan, an assistant district attorney for Los Angeles County. The charges allege that Turan unlawfully accessed confidential computer data, including police officer files in 2018, and continued to use them after joining the DA's office in 2021. Ironically, Turan, who is now on administrative leave, oversaw the Public Integrity Division, responsible for handling high-profile cases of police misconduct and public corruption, including the charges brought against LA City Council member Karen Price last June. To be sure, the case against Price has raised plenty of eyebrows. Indeed, one noted legal scholar has said publicly, and I quote, "Everything about this prosecution reeks," close quote. Could A.G. Bonta, with aspirations to become California governor, be punishing Turan for her role in D.A. George Gascon's police accountability agenda to curry favor with police unions? Could D.A. Gascon be using the case against Price to showcase his tough stance on crime and political corruption as he vies to retain his seat as D.A.? Honestly, I have no idea, but here's what I know for sure. Karen Price has been elected and re-elected by thousands of voters, mostly black and brown, who stand to be further disenfranchised if this matter is not handled correctly, which is why it matters to us at KBLA Talk 1580. When the prosecutor is being prosecuted, it seems to me that at the very least, there ought to be a thorough, top-to-bottom, independent review of all cases under Diana Turan's purview to ensure that none of these cases have been tainted. Justice and fundamental fairness demand no less, if public trust truly matters. And I hope it does. For KBLA Talk 1580, I'm Tavis Smiley. We welcome your feedback.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes, why should we be silent? Turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Make a move into a home of your own. With City National Bank's Ladder Up Home Loan Grant, you could receive up to $20,000 that you never need to pay back. Use it toward your down payment, save on closing costs, or to buy down your mortgage rate. Find out more at cnb.com/ladderuphome. City National, here for every stage of the journey. Property must be in a qualifying market in California, New York, or New Jersey. Additional terms and conditions apply. Not all applicants will qualify. Terms are subject to change without notice. City National Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC. NMLS number 536994.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Creme de la creme, homie. Top shelf, you know. I like my beat down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low. I like my top laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back, laid back. Hey, holla if you like your beat down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low, down low. I like my top laid back, laid back. I got you. I'm gonna show that what to do with one of your beats, man. I'm shutting the whole block down. Here comes the trouble, homie. I'ma tell you how the king like to ride, homeboy. I like my beat down and my top leg. You see me ride 24 wood. Hey, holla if you like you're getting wood high. And your top leg back if you're real sick high. And your window bitch black. I like my beat down and my top.
Come on.
You see me ride 24.
Don't sleep on T.I. Let me get 10 more seconds. Come on.
I'm the man in my city, ain't nobody with me. You can ask the real and all the bad. I'm a known dealer. I always had 50s and the thugs and the killers was all
My playlist is my co-host. The Voice of Reason is on fire tonight. All right, we're going to run through these callers. Let's get them, man. We've been on fire all night, man. And, of course, I had to feature T.I. tonight. I love T.I. as an artist. I think he's one of the greatest rappers to come out of the South. I see the evolution of the South, their music. I see that evolution coming out of West Coast hip-hop. Absolutely. 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 After NWA dropped, it changed the landscape, right? After Too Short drops, it changes the landscape. After E40 drops, it changes the landscape. And I think West Coast hip-hop influenced everybody from the South, Midwest. And I'm not saying they don't have their own unique iteration of it, but definitely they were listening and were inspired. And it really like added a little seasoning salt to what they were already doing. And when I hear the South, I mean, I was in Atlanta during the Freaknik days, and you know, I could see it evolving. I could see it happening and coming into fruition. I was a music executive at that time. I was there when Outkast's first album dropped. I was there, so I understood the evolution of what was happening. So it's a beautiful thing. When I hear that guy, I just go, wow, hip-hop has come a long way.
Real quick, just a quick observation of the South. When I think of Texas Southern rap, it gives me more West Coast vibes.
Sure.
And then ATL, more East Coast vibes. Do you agree?
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of, well, you have to understand the proximity of Atlanta. I mean, you can get to New York. You could drive to New York, you know. And of course, as you go north, you know, you get to Wilmington, you get to Delaware, you get to Baltimore, you're going to get a more East Coast influenced sound. But I just love the gumbo that, you know, the Midwest and the South created from being in the middle of East and West. So beautiful sound, and I wanted to highlight T.I. tonight. But let me get to these callers. Folks, been waiting. I want to get to y'all. Y'all remember one question. One question. Everybody want to play games. I ain't got a question. I want to think about things. No, one question. All right? Y'all ready? My guest is in the building, Joanna Garzelli. Did I get it right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Monique, Flint, Michigan. What are your thoughts? I know you got a question. Let's get it.
Hello, peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so much for having us on your platform. This is a wonderful topic because I am a tarot reader.
Oh, really? Beautiful. Talk to us.
Okay, so my question is the man that's in my dreams karmic or my true divine masculine?
What language? Karmic or a true divine masculine? Karmic don't sound good. Karmic sound like trouble.
Yes, exactly. I mean, okay, so this, when you say the man in your dreams, is this someone that you're dating right now? Just for clarity.
No, we're in separation, but he's been coming to me in my dreams like back to back, like multiple nights.
Okay, so do you want to hear what you need or prefer what you want?
Give it to me.
I just want to make sure.
Give it to me. Yes.
Okay, so I think you already know the answer. Sometimes it's funny when we ask a certain question, Monique, it ends up that the question is the answer, but it's just that we don't want to face it fully. But let me say the positive. So, true divine masculine, I would say that he has been here to teach you a lesson, which goes to the karmic. It is karmic. I mean, I feel the connection between both of you is it's imbalanced. It's more that the relationship would always be about you being focused on him, and it would work when, again, if you're doing everything for him. And sometimes we're going to put more, one person gets more attention than the other, and it's not always balanced, but it just feels like it just doesn't feel up in the heart, that really divine, full support, loving. I just feel that the lesson is about teaching you to value yourself more instead of channeling all your energy into making him feel better. But I would say not to have any regret around it. I think maybe if he's showing up in your dreams, it's because he still feels very connected to you. He feels a strong affinity with you. It's tough with karmic soulmate connections because it is meant to be in some capacity, but it can never work out in the longer run.
You are so right. Very accurate. Very spot on. I have been moved on, but he keeps pulling on my energy. Thank you for the confirmation.
Oh, Lord. Guess what you just did, Monique?
I just brought Flint Town.
Flint Town in the building. Who's next? Dustin from Baltimore. Get in here.
How you doing today, boss?
Come on, man. Let's make it quick. I got to get everybody on. Let's talk.
All right. How you doing, Miss? I only had one question. It was I've been thinking lately about starting a business.
I love that. I love that you're thinking of that. So are you just saying, is it okay for you to start a business, or what? Do you have a more specific
Well, you know what? More specific is, will it work in my community?
Will it work in your community? Okay. I'm actually going to pick a card for you on this. I can do it without, but I just feel like picking a card. So, I mean, first of all, let me just say, yes, it will work, but I feel like there's quite a bit more work to do, sort of where you want to get up and running right away. Maybe you want those quicker results. I just feel like you're not going to really maybe want to hear this fully. You're going to need to be patient with this. It's going to take more work than maybe you were hoping or thinking, because I feel like, I haven't even turned the card over because I just sort of tune in, but there's just a number of different things that you're going to need to do around this. And so if you are prepared to go through all the challenges and be patient, then it will work out. And oh wow, I love this card. See, I mean, oh my gosh, it's so good. The Magician. I mean, it's to me, it's like a yes, yes, and yes. And I feel like you know it and you're in tune with it. So I would definitely go ahead with it. I just think that it's the time frame. So don't get down on yourself if things, say you take a whole load of actions and then sort of 3-6 months from now, you don't see the results right away. Just remember, when we plant a seed, we don't see the tree pop up right away. So
Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting like this is going to take a year of really diligent work, but if you stick with it, it will be very, very successful, and it is needed. I think that's the most important thing.
Oh,
Comes
wow.
back to is the why.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dustin, don't cry on radio. We don't. I don't want to hear a teardrop, boy. I don't want to hear it now.
Oh, boy.
Hey, was she spot on?
They stealing from us. It is what it is.
There it is, brother. Hey, guess what you just did?
Already.
You don't even know the rules. You brought Baltimore in the
baby.
building, man. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is hit me up, 1-800-920-1580. You better hurry up and get this read. We got Hawthorne, California, Miami, and Dallas, Texas. When we come forward, I'm running through these calls because we up against it.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
We asked seniors how to prevent Medicare scams.
My best advice, if you get a phone call, do not talk to the person. These people are well trained. Don't talk to them.
They don't know me. They're just trying to scam me.
Don't be fooled. Hang up. Just hang up.
Never give out your Medicare number.
They're going to get your number to put in a false claim.
If I get a call from someone, I don't pick up the phone. And should I pick up the phone and they ask for information, then I hang up.
How do you detect Medicare fraud?
Just like I check my credit card statements, I check my Medicare statements monthly.
Scammers can get a hold of your number, order medical devices through your account, and you're not even going to know about it if you don't look at your statement.
Check your statement every month.
If you get your statement and you see something that you know you did not have done, you report it.
Call your senior Medicare Patrol.
To report Medicare fraud, call the Senior Medicare Patrol at 855-613-7080.
Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, T.I.P. Hey, Shawty, why you gotta act like that? I'm saying, I'm just trying to be nice to you. Go and tell a nigga no with an ass so fat. Hey, why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Hey, why you wanna go and do that, or do that? Hey, why you wanna go and do that, that? In a relationship and faithful to a nigga so whack. Hey, why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Hey, why you wanna
Hey, the Voice of Reason back in the building. Let's get these callers rolling. Who been on the longest? Hustle, Miami, Florida. My brother Hustle, what up? Get in here. Hustle Habit, what up?
Yeah. What's up, brother?
You already know the rules. One question. What's your question?
Got you. Well, you know I got to be a little complex, right? So check it.
Here we go.
I do.
Oh, so he's really smart. His own worst enemy. Hustle. Your name's Hustle?
It's something I go by.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hustle.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I appreciate your service tonight. Oh, my bad. All right, so look.
And I love Miami.
I would like to. Listen, we got plenty of room out there, plenty of sunshine. It's great.
Hustle.
Okay, so look. I would like a call because I think that's very interesting to me. But I want to know if a certain word comes to your mind. A particular word.
Sounds like a little bit of like tuning in for a remote viewing. A certain word come to mind. Okay, that to me would be like, okay, give me some type of proof that you can read my mind. So I'm
I have a remote viewer coming in too, by the way.
Ooh.
Oh, but never mind. I didn't want to share.
Ooh.
Yeah, but finish.
Wow. Let me go with picking the card for you, and then let me just see where things go from there. I mean, do you have a specific question, or that is it? Like, pick the word.
I'll say this. It was going to be either single or multiple. Security or survival.
Okay. See, I wanted to go with this, and then I'm going, no. So, this says to me, what's important is don't settle. Like, you have to not settle. And actually, I hear that, and I don't mean this in terms of a negative, but you have to fight. And when I say fight, I mean more like a sort of a Rocky boxing type of, you got to get up those stairs, or as people say in England, get up those apples and pears. So I don't know why I was saying that, but it's like I see getting up the stairs, and I see, again, in front of a monument, and I see, again, this energy of just, I feel like just fighting, boxing, a lot of stuff to do with sport. And okay, let's see. And then your mind, like, I feel like your mind is sort of, you got to clear your sort of your pathway. I feel one thing is pulling you off in one direction, then there's another opportunity, and it's really hard for you to make a decision right now. But
yes.
Ooh, okay. So this card is 8 of Fire, which is spontaneity. And so I think for you, it's about right timing. The most important thing, Hustle, is to trust your instincts. Do not doubt your instincts. You're super in tune. You read people very well. You're a little bit Matrix-like, sort of Neo. Boom, 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 boom. You've got it. Yeah. It's about timing. So I want you to just be really vigilant. Clear the pathway with things. Get everything out the way that isn't working, and you will know when the moment is to take the action.
And that's what I was just about to say. In Zynga, in the chat room, Hustle is Leo.
Ooh.
All the cards have been the element of the people.
Yeah.
This is bugging me out right now. Is this?
I called this.
So
this is crazy.
This deck is from my dear friend Anne. It's not released yet. It's called the Celtic, or rather Celtic in America, Celtic Imaginosophy. It doesn't come out till September 2025.
And I'm bugging because she's searching through these cards. She doesn't know which card to pick. What's the name of that card again?
8 of Fire, spontaneity.
Come on, man. Get off my line, Hustle. I'm a holler back at you, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, just so she knows, I appreciate it. And she was 100% accurate on every single thing she said.
That's crazy. I'm bugging out right now. I'm getting a little scared. I got to run through these
Thank
calls.
You, Hustle.
LS, Hawthorne. Let's get LS from Hawthorne, California in here. Let's go.
Hey, Kingza.
Hello. You got your question? Let's go.
Okay, so of course I could have many questions, but I would rather, hi, good evening. I would rather go with whatever is meant for me to know or be aware of is
Perfect.
What I would like to know.
And it's LS?
Yes.
LS. Okay, well, lovely to meet you. And
lovely to meet you as well.
And again, when many different sort of choices or questions you could go with right away, I feel that you are so good and in tune for other people. It is so easy for you. If someone else has a question, you can just know, okay, you need to do this, and then there's the agony of doing it for oneself.
Of course.
So you're highly intuitive. I mean, very, very, very intuitive. And the most important thing would be is to just, like, what's the remedy, the solution? It's to keep clearing your emotions, the emotional body, and really just from working on the, again, what might we say, mindset, but really be kind to yourself. And I know it sounds like, oh, be kind to myself, but be aware of your inner critic, because I feel you are so tough on yourself, and that tough on yourself isn't you. That's not your true voice. So that's what you need to know. And I would just say that you've got this, you're in tune when you give yourself the permission to just, like, what you do for other people, you can do for yourself. You just have to allow it.
LS, was she on point?
That's on point. I was going to ask for a card, too. Okay.
Well, we up against the clock now. It's too late.
Never mind. Okay.
You brought
Thank you so much for the
King
reading.
of Earth. I had to. King of Earth.
She's the King of Earth.
King of Earth. Well, I feel that's something about. That's a whole nother thing. This is like relationship stuff.
Here we go. Well, let me hurry up and get these callers. Let me. Roosevelt, Dallas, Texas. Not Roosevelt. Reverend L. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Reverend L. Dallas, Texas. What's your question? You gotta make it quick.
All right. My question is, why do religious people? This is to you. Why do religious people turn a negative ear toward people with your specific gifts? Yet those people will say a person is called to preach, or they're called from God to preach. How do you deal with the hypocrisy?
Reverend L, absolutely. I really appreciate that question. It's something that's difficult because I am someone who is very spiritual. I do believe in God, spirit, higher power, however you want to think about it. I do enjoy going to church as well. But normally I'll go when there isn't a mass happening. That I'll just go there just on my own. And I think it's fear. I think it's sort of some of the things that Zoe was talking about earlier about with the Bible and different sort of just ideology that was rolled out, because this idea of if we're psychic or intuitive, that we're going to have too much power because we're going to think for ourselves. I do not think psychic is some type of magical thing. I think a lot of it goes back to sort of physics, quantum physics, and pure energy. So I think that is the main reason. In the sort of simplest answer is just, and we're not meant to, don't be too powerful, you're going to be free, you're not going to listen to us, and we need to control you. So that's, I think, where it stems from. And then it's just got passed down.
No, that's a great point. And I've seen it firsthand. I've seen religious people say, don't say psychic, but you could say prophetess or prophet. But it's the same gift. They're looking for terms that are comfortable within the nomenclature of their belief. You see, and I think that's where it gets a little.
It's when you get the neon sign psychics. You've got psychics that are misusing power. They're saying they have power over one in some capacity, and I believe it ultimately is about our relationship with God, spirit, that higher self, that divine self, that we are all children of God. That's the simplest way I could say it. So psychic, sometimes it gets into that stuff with witchcraft and all that, and I don't like any of that personally. That's not a fit, doesn't resonate for me.
I love it.
All right.
Hey,
I love
Reverend
the question.
L. That was a great question, brother boy. I knew you was going to come with a Ken Griffey Homer, man. I love it. Guess what you just did?
Brought Dallas in the building.
Dallas, Texas is in the building. Listen, I'm sorry, Portland, Oregon, Roosevelt, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Kenny, we can't get to you tonight. I'm so sorry. We only got 60 seconds. Please forgive us. I want people to go check your website out. What is it? What's the website? What's your book? How do people book a session with you? Give them the info.
Thank you, Zoe. Best way to connect with me is my Instagram is at Joanna Garzilli, and my website is Joanna Garzilli, JoannaGarzi for zebra, ILLI.com.
There you go. We start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. I'm the voice of reason. I'll be back in here tomorrow with another crazy topic. Deuces!
Every time I breathe on the track, I asthma attack it. Why he so manful? Why he gotta have it? Cause I slay my whole life. Now I'm the master. Nah, nah, nah. How I feel to wake up and beat it and a urine. Nah, nah, nah. Trying to get that Kobe number 1 over Jordan.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Mike Moore. Now here's the latest from the Black Information.